Greetings everyone and welcome to Soulburger. Now it's been ages and it finally has NA and there's other countries servers instead of just being mainly in the Asian places. So we're gonna play it. It's been 2 weeks since it came out, I believe. I'm pretty sure it was 2 weeks ago, and I'm gonna try to get back into the game. I'm hoping that finally it's going to be better content than what I produced back in when was it? 2 years ago? I don't know. It wasn't particularly good. I got a lot of views. It was pretty amazing for me personally, and I'm gonna try to jump back to the game. So let's just get into this and try to skip a little bit forward because you already seen this first era. I made a video about it back in the day, and you know how it's going to be if you ever seen anything from Soul Workers. So let's just get into the character creation. So we only have these 4 characters now. These 2 will come later. In the Japanese version, these 2 are already out. My favorite is her. I believe her name was Iris or something. It's something in I, and she has like this giant ram thing she uses as a weapon. She's really cool. Favorite character. My highest level character ever was Lily. But I'm just thinking about going with Haru this time. Because I started the Let's Play thing with her. I kind of want to try to get her to a higher level. This game doesn't really pick up until level 30 to 40, I would say. That's when the game becomes really good. Before that, it's mainly just story and stuff. And finally, we can actually understand the story properly without having a broken translation as our only option for understanding of the game. So, for people who are unfamiliar with the combat system in this game, it's skills and it's your left click. So you basically have a few skills that you then can make into a string that you can activate by one key press after another, and then you have your left click. Of course, you can jump in this game, which is really cool. So you have aerial stuff too. Let's just get into it. I can show you more when we come to the games. This is character creation. I'm sorry because some of the stuff is kind of cut because my huge resolution, and it does support my resolution and it kind of doesn't. So this is interesting. So outfit previews. Haru. I still want to call her Haru because my character was named that. But Haru has some. Well, back in the day, she had the best costumes, and also she has a shorter skirt, so you get always upskirts and stuff with her if you play her. I'm just saying. So some previews of the weapons you will encounter. I think this would be about level maybe 25 or so, 30-ish, and then 40 something. Voices. I can't really hear them. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by voices. Alright, I'm just gonna go with that. Yeah, movement previews. That's your left click, the second left click, and the third. You can have some customization, not really much, there's not much option here, and you shouldn't. You can't really change much at all here, yeah. You have outfit previews. These are the basic outfits that you start with. So these will actually be in game. I'm gonna say like the black one. I think that's matching. Oh yeah. So let's see if the game is the name is available. Haru. Okay. If that's how you spell it, I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. Well, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to actually check this. Fuck. I couldn't find anything. So I'm pretty sure that was what my character was named last time. I'm going to go with it again. I don't actually remember. So let's just go with that. yes, I do want to create this character. What then? Can we actually go with... let's just do the classic. Is that actually going to be taken? If we do, can we have numbers? I don't remember. Oh yeah, let's do an underscore. Oh, you can't? Let's do that then. So, let's get into it. I'm still recording, right? I just have to check. So yeah, you're going to see like these loading screens kind of being squished, which you just kind of have to be okay with. This is her intro story thing. I'm not going to skip it. So you're going to live with it. There is parts when I'm going to talk over the story, especially in the first area, because there's just a lot of talking, and this has already been shown by me in previous videos, so for people who want to see that, they can go and see it there, and this is not really relevant too much to what's actually going to be happening in game right now. Well, I mean it is, but still. Most people here don't speak Japanese, they're here for the English stuff that's new, you know. So yeah. Now we fell out of this like black thing in the sky, and we're going to wake up. We're going to fight some mobs, get a sword, you know. Here we go. Again, the game looks pretty in, you know, it's art style. I think it's definitely one of the games that pull that anime art style the best off so far. I'm still really hyped for what's that game? The Chronicles, Hero Chronicles. Whatever it's called again. I'm really hyped for that. To see if that actually becomes something. Also trying to do that anime art style thing. A lot of ambitious ideas. I don't know how that's going to turn out. But again, this is about Soulwork and not that game that's not out yet. So we wake up and this child is going to speak to us. So leave tutorial is something we can do. So again, this is how the game looks. Kind of want to leave the tutorial. Yeah, I know Stranger Charm. Yeah. Can I actually open stuff here and talk about stuff? For example, the combat. Open the menu and talk about the skills. Yeah, I know I can. Can I actually? No. Can I leave tutorial? Please note you receive no completion with one for. Oh yeah, completion stuff. Let's see here. Let's just do the tutorial. You know, it's pretty simple. You know. Oh, they don't allow you controls before you actually get to those parts? Interesting. Yeah, you're going to say it's impossible, yeah? I remember. Again, I played a lot of Soulwork when it was out, so now we get to space. It's a bit strange, you know, very far jump, very quick. I actually didn't have the space on the space bar when I played Soulwork. I actually had that on a completely different normal key. And then I had the combo thing, you know, the full lap skill thing on the space. And I pressed space to do all my combos pretty much. I had a really weird control setup. So now we're going to fight these things, you know. You're gonna see that facts, they are really nice. I wish that the UI scaled with the resolution I have, so for example like the numbers would be further out, you know, to the right and left side, but they are pretty much in the middle of my screen, which is kind of annoying. It doesn't scale the aspect ratio that well. But I guess it's going to be what it is. I'm currently running this game at 3440 by 1440 21 by 9, so that would be 1440p. But if you go by pixel rate, that's almost 4K. So then I'm gonna drive away. This doggy wolf thing is going to attack us. We're gonna blast it. You know, I'm sorry, but it's the start of the game. I've always done this like several times. I have like 3 characters. So yeah. Another thing about this game also has a energy system, and some people are going to be definitely demotivated already, but I'm going to say that the energy system in this game is really generous, and I do recommend you starting multiple characters, similar to Closers, but again this is way more friendly than that game. You can easily sunk in about half a day in here if you want. But yeah, again, you see the gameplay, you have to decide after yourself if you want to spend that time. There's a few systems I want to go over when we get to the main hub, and I'm also going to be talking a little bit about how the progression within the game works, because again, played this before, playing it again. Again, some people are definitely going to be turned off for the fact that I'm talking over a lot of stuff in the start now. It's the tutorial. You just have to deal with that. So now we are kind of in like this medical area. We're going to go out and talk with those characters that just saved us, and yeah, I know how to do the combos. And what we're going to do then is like this test course, and then we get to the main hub. And that's probably where I'm going to end it, but I'm going to talk about a few systems before we go there. So talking about the stuff, I'm not going to read the stuff. If you want me to read it, I can do that. So there's that. It's kind of sad that there's no voice acting here, because I would be okay with like Japanese voiceovers to this, but there is absolutely none, which is kind of disappointing. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of talking, so there's going to be points where I'm actually thinking about skipping most of the talking and just doing recaps, probably. I don't know. So now we're going to do the test room because, you know, gonna see if I'm okay, I guess. So there on the right screen you see the energy. That's the daily energy you have. Again, I'm gonna show you some ways to fill that up when we're done with this test course. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to
어쨌든 소개할게. 이곳이
have to
우리
follow.
달숨리그의 전투 연구소 스틸 그레이브야. 지금부터 네가 해줄 일이 있어. 이쪽으로 와서 설명을 들어주겠어?
Yeah. That. I mean, if you run regularly and you have a camera in your average position, you can still see the panties. I will talk to her. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the test, blah, school stuff. And let's go. Oh, come on. I don't remember all this text. I just really want to get into the game and start explaining about some of the stuff to new players, because it's a fun game, but you gotta know certain things before you jump in it, because it's a Japanese game, well, Asian game. I mean, it got both it was Korean, and then some Japanese company bought it and continued, as far as I remember. But again, it's not going to be your average, you know, non Asian game. There's a lot of things I have to explain. I really just want to get to it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, the weapon, which is story is actually pretty good in this game. I gotta be honest. It's better than I would say Blade and Soul is. I'm more intrigued about this story than Blade and Soul story. I actually wish Soul Worker had an anime. I think that'd be actually pretty good. But I could see why that could go wrong, like how it could go wrong. Because it will definitely remind you about some of the other animes that's already out there. So it depends. It would be pretty. I think it would be kind of niche thing. So it wouldn't possibly, well, potentially have that big of success if they dropped it. So they probably would just lose on it. But I think that'd be cool. And I'm not talking about like one main character. I'm thinking about like a crew. You know, all the characters that are in the game, and those two DLC characters maybe potentially later down the story, like put into like the cast. You know, they get introduced somehow at some point as kind of their DLCs that well, characters that comes later, pretty much like in game. Oh, I'm confused. Well, I'm confusing. I mean, you're gonna do like the basic stuff.
견습이라 많이 부족하겠지만 잘 부탁드리겠습니다. 잘 부탁합니다.
This is our thing that's going to be talking to us most of the time in this game, actually. Approach it and press F. Well, hold F, actually. Now we can jump.
버추얼 오브젝트를 로드할 테니 힘껏 파괴해 주세요.
Oh yeah, squares. Oh. I don't like the pop-ups. Oh yeah, I should probably show you the option menu. As you can see, when I have the shots all over the place. So, I mean, it's one of those games. Just have to deal with. Oh, what? Okay, so you can fall down there. Don't do that, kids. Or people in general. It's a bit clunky. The jumping, it happens kind of strange sometimes. It's so instant compared to some other games. Oh yeah, your right click is this thing, which kind of knocks them up. It's not the same for every single character. It's different. Should probably just mention that. That's you can combo out of that, or onto that, more. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do dodge roll to do those. That's pretty much what that teaches you. Yeah, I know about this. The game is kind of easy, especially at the start. I mean, this is a tutorial after all, but I mean, the game is not going to be particularly challenging before you get to about level 30 to 40. But there are just going to be some systems that are going to be introduced that you have to kind of learn, unless you're actually going to have some issue. Now we're going to learn about skills. So this is the string I'm talking about. You can have several skills to a string, but yeah, you're gonna bind that on one. So on one we do this, and then you can, for example, to the right, you have the forward dash, and you have this spin thing. So can we open the skill tree again? No, okay, because I would like to bind all those to different combos and use them as a string chain. Oh, we're going to talk about it now? Yeah. Yeah. This is the string stuff. So I'm definitely going to change that key binding potentially, because it's kind of weird pressing C to do that. So you see, you have cooldowns for every single abilities there. I don't think C is intuitive to do that. I'd rather have it on something closer to one of my fingers I can always move off. I wonder if I can put it to mid mouse button or something. I have like 12 buttons on my mouse. On the side, well, 8. It's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wait, that's wrong. I'm sorry, I'm tired. This is still pretty early in the morning, and I just had to do this. Oh yeah, this dude. I remember him. So, you're gonna see that this game has a lot of indications and stuff. You know, like round and I'm pretty in his face. Should probably get out and wait for my skills a little bit. Never kill him. And again, this game does the same thing about the freeze frame. I don't understand why so many games does it like that, where they drop your frames to kind of make it slow-mo. It's more annoying than actually good looking. Oh yeah, we have to go again to I get the results and scores, and there's also materials, and I'm going to go through what those are and stuff like that. When we get to what should I say, the first real area. I'm gonna talk to him again. It should be final test, and we did good. Then we get some stuff. Again, this is going to definitely remind you a lot about what's the game called again? Closest Online. But again, I think this game is way better than Closest Online. Both in sound and graphic designs, theme, story. Again, I just like Soulworker. I like Soulworker better than Closest. I play Closest. I really like the game, but again, I feel more involved in the whole game as in itself. I'm not comparing it like, oh, it's 3D, 2D. I'm comparing the game itself, what you do, how you do stuff, and what should you say, the different mechanics. Oh yeah, we have the. So these are stuff that goes through and can help you with stuff, you know. But I'm going to go with these type of things myself for everyone, because I think it's important to do so. So we did good. More talking. Yep, and there we go. Come on. Sorry, I'm just so excited to get into the main lobby and start talking about some of the game's stuff. There we go. So this is the main area for your first main area, and then you move into like a city area. No, that's like the third place. No, there's 2 cities, yeah. So again, I'm playing on the NA servers, so let's see if there's actually people playing. So this is interesting. You can change your control settings. You know, these are your basic controls. But of course, there is key binding, so you can't. You can in fact change these things. Of course, login bonuses. You know, I'm going to go over some of these. This is a really interesting thing. You're going to be, what is this? I'm going to talk about it. Also, for the time you're online, you get a bonus things. You know, it's your normal Japanese game. this thing, no, over here, if I remember, this is some of the
뭐든
crafting
만들어줄
stuff.
수
You can
있어.
craft weapons. You know, that's what your materials are going to be used for, and stuff like these weapons. Can you actually preview this? No, you can't. You have equipment, but you can also craft a few of the outfits, which is really cool. Again, this is pretty much what you most likely are going to get when you go for outfits, unless you have a lot of in-game currency, cash. Where is that character? I believe this is the character who does what I'm going to explain now. I don't know. Yeah, these are the card systems. This is very important, especially later in the game. You have Nebula and Galaxy cards. These are for upgrading your cards and making them stat. So it's like a card that does something on activate or potentially passive. So that's what that is. We're going to get more into that. You get cards from bosses and drops. Let's see here in the inventory what we actually got. We got the item chests. Okay. That's what we get. We get a... Yeah, I know. And the fashion. Let's see what we get. We get an outfit. Is that a permanent outfit? That is indeed a permanent outfit. Let's equip that. I mean, it's an outfit, it's a start. It's pretty okay. So again, you have HP stuff. These are very similar to closest, as you can see. You have general stuff like revives and stuff. And yeah, healing stuff. Inventory expansion. Pretty cool. Where is... I'm trying to remember every single NPC and where you go for what I'm going to be talking about. Is it over here? Or are these just normal NPCs? I'm trying to remember everything. I don't know if you can actually do something with the chat going on there in the right side. This is the shop, the trader. I do remember that. And here you can buy some basic stuff. But I'm trying to find out where you do the energy stuff. Blacksmith, weapon shop. Oh yeah, I do remember something. These are other areas that you are going to go into. This is the mail thing. So this is where you will get... Oh, I actually have stuff. Open. See what it is. It's... Yeah, I'm going to talk about these tokens. I'm just gonna find where you do token stuff because it's kind of important. Where is it? There it is. The machine thing. This is really important if you want to play. So these are where the tokens come in. So you get these tokens for different things you do in game, and you buy more energy with them. So this one gives you 20 energy, which is not that much. You will get access to more stuff as you move through the game. You also have other stuff, that you can purchase down the road. You have tickets for cards. You have fashion stuff that you can actually buy. That's interesting. I don't remember seeing that. That's it. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, these things can have like stats thing. That's like the watch stuff you can actually attach to the armor. Again, this is a card. Here you can see some of it affect stuff, what it does. And of course buyback. So we got something here. Should probably open it. It's another outfit. So use. This is not a permanent outfit as far as I remember. Where is it? I'm sure. Is it actually? That's pretty cool. If it is. So now we have an outfit. Because that's... Yeah, it's an event apparently. So yeah, pretty cool. I don't think... Yeah, also you have quests, your story. There is some backstory. You have daily quest, which is era based. I mean, you do these, that's where you get, for example, the tokens. And then you also have, if you go to one of these maps, can I actually go and check before? You also have for completion of how many of these you are doing. And here you can see 4666 energy. And you can start to think about, you can buy that thing for 50 of these, and that's 20. And you can start to see that's barely any energy at all, and you can see how that can affect the game. So these are the things that you can attach to your, what should I say, your outfits. Again, here's the skills. Can I actually up something? Is that why it's blue? I'm actually pretty unsure. Or are they just blue to be blue? They're just blue to be blue. So here you have some skills, you know. This is one of my favorite skills in the game. I think it looks super cool. That's one of the things with her. She has really cool abilities. And again, the UI is not really scaled for this, so I will have this issue right here. Of course, you can make them do different things, you know, have damage or cooldown. So I'm actually going to have to switch to window to change up my skills, which is kind of sucks because it doesn't scale with my aspect ratio, and that's really disappointing. But again, I'm just going to give it some time. We're going to see some improvements and stuff, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I did not talk about this chick. So you can upgrade stuff pretty much. I don't remember what you're actually upgrading. I'm sorry, it's been ages. So let's talk to her. Let's see what she has to say. Talking about the city and place and stuff to do. The Great Void, and that you fell out of it. Kind of badly want to skip this and talk about something. The first area is pretty bland, to be honest. I prefer the next area we're going to go to by a long shot. I'm not talking about door to door, I'm talking about place to place, like the main hub, because there's multiple main hubs. You pretty much fall out of that stuff, you know. Oh, how did the person get up there? Did the person jump on stuff? Anyways, I shouldn't be distracted. There's probably, yeah, armor and stuff. So, this is your base weapon. Where is the shop? That's my question. Where is the shop in this game? Like that trade stuff. I can't remember where that actually is. Is it one of these? I don't know. Seems like we have some quest here. That's the current quest. I have to speak with one of the medics here about this area. I really wonder where that shop is, because I believe it was next to the post thing before. It might be that it's not available at this low level. Wow. That didn't happen. Okay, the game crashed. And my Blizzard thing pops up. And Destiny 2, I reinstalled it. But I think this is a good point to good place to end. So you know, yeah, if this is actually enjoyable and people want to see more, I'm definitely going to bring them more. This is a game I kind of want to get back into, and you know, yeah, I'm definitely down to it. People want to see more, I'm going to give them more. So this is kind of my first, well, not first impression, my first comeback to the game. But yeah, if people want to see it, they're going to get it. So I'm going to end here. Oh, I actually know what it is, why it crashed. Because on Sundays we kind of have a bad problem with our internet cutting out and in. So that's what happened. The internet cut. It's going to be available in about 12 minutes, I believe. So that's what happened, and that's really unfortunate. But yeah, you didn't miss anything huge with that conversation. Uh, but yeah, I'm going to do. I guess in the next video, I'm going to try to do the entire area there, and then move on to the second hub, and then pause. Well, stop. I mean. So yeah, thanks for watching, anyways. And if you actually stuck around throughout this, that's pretty cool. And well, yeah, Soulwork is going to most likely be back on my channel if people want to see it. It's a matter of actually people being interested. But yeah, again, thanks for watching and have a great one.